One of the things I'm often asked is, how do you zoom into a large program just to focus on a small amount of information without having to show the whole program? Now, the answer is actually it's quite easy. And you may or you may not know this, but essentially all of the fields or all of the columns that are shown in Project are filterable, which means, take this case here now with resource names, I can basically filter for just to look up whichever resources I want to look at. So if I were to say just filtering for the bricklayers, the first 3 teams of bricklayers work, I can press the filter and straight away it basically just brings in just the work of the bricklayers so that you can see where they're due on site, etc. Now, that's not the only thing you can do. You can take this a step further by just turn off this filter and take the filters away. What you can actually do is you can add extra columns to give you extra flexibility in terms of what you want to filter. So you can pick and choose the information or which parts of the job you want to look at. And the way you do that is first to go to the Project tab and click on Custom Fields. Now, this then opens this dialog box, and you have a number of fields here that you can tailor to suit your needs. And it doesn't just need to be a text field. There are flags, there are all sorts of things that you can actually set up customizable fields for. And now, say if on the simplest terms, let's say I create a pick list, so I can just go through and pick certain items out. So if I rename this field pick list and click OK, it's as simple as that. I've now basically made use of this text field. And if I right click on the heading, tell it to insert a column, and I start typing in pick list, as you can see, it autofills to tell me everything that starts with what I start typing. Now this gives me a field where I can pick and choose the information that I want to select. Now, let's just, just scrolling down here now. So if I say I want to look at this foundations work, in the simplest instance, I can just type 1, or I could type foundations, or I could type whatever I want. But for this, I'll just type 1. And if I type 2 here, for the framing, and just drag that down. Now, this program is around 3,500 lines, so there's quite a lot of information in there. By using the pick list, I can literally just say, right, I just want to look at 1, control home, and you can see now I've just selected that information. If I expand on that and say, right, now I want 2, and it's just showing me the information I've picked. Now, I then take that basically further on again, and I have a column generally that are called workstream, which allows me to pick up certain elements of the building, say foundations or structure. This program is actually for an estate of about 22 houses plus a block of apartments, and I can pick and choose the information that I want out of it by using these other filtering columns I've set up. Now, if I just hide this one by clicking on the top, saying to hide the column, and I'll insert 2 other columns, one of which is, as I say, the work stream that I have set up, and then I'll insert another one which is the unit number. Insert column, and I've previously set these up, and these are already populated with information that I use, and these allow me to basically tailor what I want to look at by as many parts of whatever I want to look at. So if I say wanted to look at all of the floor slab foundation works for every house and unit on the site, basically they're all here, block by block. Now, I can take that a step further by this is just on floor slabs. The houses basically are designed in and terraces of 3 and 4 houses. So a floor slab is actually for 4 houses. If I take this, say, to structure, that's a house structure instead of floor slabs. And now I've got all of the house structure phase, which would be from foundations through to roof for every unit. And I can tailor this down then from every unit to just the unit I want. I may just want, say, houses in block A. And it's now filtered just to what I want to see. And this makes it very, very quick to scoot around the program or just zoom in to look at various items. In this case, by using this house structure, you can see, although this is primarily carpentry work, there's also fascias contractor, there's work where the roofer comes in. So I can cover a multiple of trades across a section of the build, and I can pull out house by house. I can pull out the whole house structure for a single house. If, say, I just go back to selecting all and select all on this, now I could just say I want to look at house 1 or house A1, house block D, house 13, etc. If I just, first off, where it says here select all, if I select it again, it unticks everything. If I select it, it ticks everything. So first thing to do is click to unselect everything and then choose what it is you want to look at. So we say house B5. Here's the structure for house B5. And this goes through first fix, second fix, external works, etc. And it really is as simple as that. Okay, hope that's of use to you.